My dear students, welcome to preparation of alkanes. Totally, we have three methods. Now we are in the second method of preparation of alkanes. It is by decarboxylation of carboxylic acid. Once again, I go for a small recap. Decarboxylation means destructing or destroying carboxylic group or rearranging carboxylic group into some other form. That is known as decarboxylation. Carboxyl group means which contains C double bond O and O. So this carboxyl group you will find in aldehydes, ketones and the carboxylic acid. But here he has mentioned decarboxylation of carboxylic acid. Okay, so we have to take the carboxylic acid, then that group we will go for decarboxylation. For that, first we select the carboxylic acid, then we convert into salt of carboxylic acid, sodium salt or the potassium salt, because salts are easy to handle. They can be easily they are easily soluble in the water. So there are some plus points in selecting the sodium salts of carboxylic acids. First, what is meant by sodium salt of carboxylic acid? From the carboxylic acid, you remove one hydrogen from COOH group. Okay, so removal of hydrogen from the COOH by either K or Na or any metal, those are called as metallic salts of carboxylic acid. Here I have taken RCOONA. R is any alkyl group. COO is what? Carboxyl group. Here it was H. If it is H, it becomes carboxylic acid. I told replace H by any metal, sodium active metal. So RCONA is called as what? Sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Okay. This one you treat with what? Sodium hydroxide. Here two sodium are there. Okay. Then Na2, CO and one more O, what? CO3. So that becomes Na2CO3. And this H and this alkyl. What are alkyl? Alkyls are one hydrogen less from the alkanes. If this H goes to the alkyl, that becomes the alkane. Okay. This is general equation. This is actual equation. CH3COONA. This is taken from the CH3COOH acetic acid. So this is called sodium acetate with the sodium hydroxide. Here in the presence of calcium oxide. So this reaction is done in the presence of soda lime. What is soda lime? Soda lime is the mixture of NaOH and CaO. NaOH becomes the part of the chemical reaction, whereas CaO becomes the catalyst part of the chemical reaction. Therefore, Na2CO3 and CH4 is formed. And now we have destroyed the COO as CO3 group, converted. That's why it is called what? Decarboxylation. Okay, right. Now, please here, this is one more reaction. We are using the what? Sodium salt of carboxylic acid. That is the decarboxylation. This is the research work of Kolbe. Therefore, this is called as Kolbe's synthesis of alkanes from sodium salt of carboxylic acid. RCONA with 2H2O in water under the electrolysis. Okay. Then RR, 2CO2, 2Na and H2. Okay. See here, actual reaction. Sodium acetate, 2 molecules or the 2 moles of CH3CONA with the 2 water molecules in the electrolytic cell. It is electrolyzed by passing the current. So at anode, CH3 forms, that is ethane, and CO2 escapes from the cathode side, and at anode NaOH and hydrogen gas also formed. This is the most important reaction from the exam point and from the knowledge point, because apart from the alkane we also get two useful byproducts. One is alkali, one is hydrogen gas, which are used in some other industrial chemical industries. Okay, yeah, and this reaction is only suitable for the preparation of symmetrical alkanes. That is, those of the type RR. Okay, CS3, CS3, C2H5, C2H5. Okay, easy to prepare. Okay, now we'll see the route how it has taken. Please see. First, 2CS3COO Na and 2H2O solution is made. Okay, then it is electric current is passed. So when the electric current is passed, they undergo dissociation, breaking. Okay, how it is breaking? Please here. 2CS3CONA becomes a 2CS3COO minus 2Na plus. Na separates this minus ion separates. Okay, because it is a minus, so that is a negative what? Negative ion. So it will go towards the positive electrode. Positive electrode is called as what? Positive electrode is called as what? Here minus ion goes towards the anode. Anode is a positive. Okay, please recall the physics knowledge, right? So this will move towards the anode, and this is a minus ion, sorry, plus ion. So this will move towards the cathode. Okay, right. Now please here, what happens here? 2CS3COO minus at anode. It is minus charge, rich in electron. Okay, so CS3COO minus means one electron is extra, but there are two CS3COO. Therefore, it is two extra electrons are there. Those two electrons are lost here at anode. Okay, then here they are lost. C double bond O is here. So already what this is there. Now extra is lost. Only one is there. Out of two, one will go. And what happens here? Two CS3 free radicals are formed because this is the homolytic cleavage here. Homolytic cleavage, right? So two CS3 dot, and this one, what happens here? This one, this bond falls here. This is the homolytic cleavage. One electron here, one electron here, right? Then this electron will fall here. This electron will fall a single electron. Creation of double bond. So C double bond O, C double bond O, CO2 comes out. Okay, and this is free radical remains as it is, and this free radical will combine with itself, becomes the ethane. Right now, at anode, right? Now what happens here? Water undergoes water accepts the electron given by the what anode. So after accepting, it becomes OH minus and H plus actually, but H plus after accepting electron becomes the H free radical. Like that, 2H free radical becomes the H2 gas. That is here in the shown here. And what are 2 NaOH? OH is left free, Na is left free. So these two will combine. Okay, then they will become NaOH. So this is the main reaction. How it has happened, it is shown here. Okay, so please go through. So if it is not understood, we'll discuss once again. Methane cannot be prepared by Wood's reaction or Kolbe's reaction or reduction with hydrogen because it has only one carbon atom. In the previous example, we prepared ethane, CS3, because two free radicals of alkyl combined and formed the alkane. But for the methane, minimum two required for the free radicals. So it's very difficult to prepare. That's why by this method we cannot prepare the methane, right? Okay. Now we'll go to the properties of alkanes, right? So totally two properties, physical properties and the chemical properties, right? So physical properties is properties which are seen from the outside, some boiling point, solubility, like that, whereas the chemical properties are done by certain tests and the experiments. Okay, so therefore first we go to the in brief physical properties, then we go to the chemical properties. The physical properties of alkanes depend upon intermolecular forces of attraction. Okay, so that matters a lot for the physical properties. Intermolecular force between the between the alkanes, alkane to alkane. If you take 1 ml of methane gas, then many alkane molecules are there. So methane to methane, so what type of attraction is there, that matters, and they depend upon that we go for the physical properties. Since alkanes are non-polar, no poles are there like ionic bond, so their molecules are held by weak van der Waals forces. Okay, this we already discussed in the previous chapter, which depends on surface area and structure of molecule. Okay, some important physical properties. Alkanes are non-polar, no poles are created. Normally, when it is need, poles are created. Otherwise, under normal condition, they are non-polar. Insoluble in the water because they are organic in nature. Okay, so water, most of the chemicals dissolves which are ionic in nature, or these are insoluble in the water, but These are soluble in the water, soluble in the organic solvents. Less dense than water and so will float on the top of the water. Alkanes are less dense. Okay. So when you put alkane, for example, petrol is also a mixture of alkanes. No? If you put a petrol on water, petrol floats due to the less density. Dissolves in organic solvents but not in the water. Okay. Example, petrol mixes with the diesel. Both are same organic nature, right? Okay. So they have low melting and boiling points compared to the ionic, because ionic will have strong attractive force, coulombic force. So close packing, so difficult to break, a lot of energy required. But here, because poles are not created, therefore they go for the less boiling point or the melting point, whichever is applicable. Now, this is a very interesting property, most important property of especially isomers of pentane. Okay, so these three are the isomers of pentane. This is normal pentane, this is isopentane, this is neopentane. But as per the IUPAC, pentane 2,2-dimethyl propane. Okay, this is 2,2-dimethyl propane, and this is a 2-methyl butane. Please see the what boiling point. All are pentane only. This is 36.3, this is 27.9, this is 9.5 degrees centigrade. That means as we move from normal to the branching to the more branching, boiling point is decreasing. Why? Because the more spherical the isomer, then the lower the boiling point, as there will be less surface area to form intermolecular force of attraction. That means if you compare the structure, this is taken as like a round. You see, just you compare here. It is a comparative study. This is straight chain, long. This is small one. Okay. So when there is a lesser surface area, they go for the lesser contact, lesser attraction. So when the attraction is lesser, with less what temperature we can boil it. Okay. So it is because of what lesser surface area they go for due to the more branching. So when the surface area is less, weak force of attraction due to the lesser surface contact between the two molecules, thereby they go for the lower boiling point. This is larger surface area, go for the water larger area, and a lot of energy required to the complete area to cover, so they have the more boiling point, more energy required to boil. Okay, this is the reason. Depends upon what surface area. Lesser the surface area, less attraction and less boiling point. More the surface area, more attraction, more surface area to boil, more energy, so more boiling point. Okay, and this is structure, but you can see a small diagram where surface area is compared here. See, normal pentane, just it is an orbital diagram, roughly we have drawn, and this is the isopentane. This is the neopentane, so small, like it is like looks like a small sphere. So less surface area, much more. So because they have the larger surface area, so now a lot of energy is required here and there to separate them, to boil them. Therefore, they have the more boiling point. So thank you, my dear boys, for being with me today for the understanding of physical and some physical properties. And in the tomorrow's class, we discuss chemical properties of alkanes. Till then, have a nice time. Keep smiling. Thank you, and all.